For my topic, I chose the monster of homelessness. The first person I talked to was a female who suffered from a mental disorder. I first noticed her sitting alone on a bench with some clothes by her side. She continued to tell me how difficult it was growing up with no support from family due to hard financial problems. This is one of the problems associated with people ending up homeless, besides debt from mortgages, school, and the work itself. The kind woman ended by telling me she is now waiting to see if she gets admitted to one of the rehabilitation programs in downtown Atlanta. The next person I talked to was an older gentleman. When asking him what are some challenges that he faces now due to living in the park, he responded by telling me that there are new rules being placed to kick out the homeless out of the park to basically maintain a proper image for the city. He also told me that he was lucky if he could find a place to shower and rest. These challenges can be quite devastating for someone who has never slept on the streets. There are much more people on the street than we can count for, as the monster of homelessness strikes in multiple states across the country. There are solutions to this issue though. They include better housing, better assistance, and better programs intended to keep children and adults from ending up homeless. The last person I talked to had some very wise words and individual experience from having a good life to ending up on the streets.
What's your overall view on the street?
I'll go ahead and let you guys hear what he has to say, as he makes some very good points.
I've sold jewelry. I've sold gold, diamonds, rubies, sapphire. So it's not a thing where it's some type of thing you can catch, something you just get. It's an economic thing. And until people realize that it's all about the economics, we just talk about numbers. Until people realize it's all about numbers, then you'll never understand homelessness. Sure, homelessness is in drugs and things like that ravage homelessness, but so does high society. You have more cocaine addicts in the upper class and top upper class and middle class than you do on these streets. So it's the mindset of people who are not homeless think that it's something that they did wrong. It's nothing that we did anything wrong. What it can be, and then after a while you start to see what it's really about. Because the average American these days right now, I had it all, I had money and everything, but the bank owned my house, the bank owned my car, the bank owned my children, education, student loans, the bank owned everything. And after you go to school for 6 or 7 years, 8 years and get a master's degree and come out here, how much wealth do you really have? How much wealth do you really have that you can actually say is yours? Because at the end of the day, once you do the numbers, out of that $70,000, $80,000, you might be living off of $20,000 for real. Because everybody else is getting it, except for you. You might be living on a $20,000 budget, whether you're making $80,000 to $100,000 a year. So you got to think about the way things are.